Hey guys, Randy Elliott with Quality Wheels. We have another special motorhome. This is a luxury home on wheels. I opened up all the cabinets and also I put these two beds down. I didn't put this one down. That makes a bed as well. Most people are familiar with the booth style beds, but all of this interior has been reupholstered in excellent condition. Has new luxury vinyl tile floors throughout. The carpet, there is still carpet on the slides, as you can see, where they've even hemmed the slides. But I'll close these doors for you. We got a 2-burner cooktop, tons and tons of upgrades. I mean, even the sink baskets in the sink. One thing that's kind of cool is it's got this diamond-shaped sprayer right here. Oh, what I also like about it is you can put it on mist. So if you're washing your hands, it doesn't use a lot of water. Tons of storage on this thing. Oh my goodness. It just goes and goes and goes. There's even storage under one of these as well. I would encourage you to go to the website. I'm going to try to remember all of the upgrades that this thing has. It has a paint job that costs $50,000, so it's had new paint put on it. This is a 2005 Tiffin Allegro Bus, the most expensive line that they make in the Tiffins. Every now and then they'll make a Zephyr, which would be above the Allegro Bus, but most years the Allegro Bus is the most expensive line. We got convection oven. It's been upgraded. The TVs have been upgraded. This customer spent 3 years getting this motorhome ready to full-time in. They were using it on vacation 2 or 3 times a year, and they gave themselves 3 years to retire from FedEx. And about 2 weeks before they finally had spent a ton of money on this, if you were to take every little thing that's been done to this motorhome, it would equal right around $125,000 in upgrades. I'll give you an example. He had a leaky hydraulic on this and decided just to replace everything. Everything's been done on this with an open checkbook, making sure it's 100% ready. Another upgraded TV, new washer dryer, and the wife fell in love with a Newmar Essex, which is a $850,000 coach, new, and they decided that last minute they were going to move into a Newmar Essex. Now, I do not think that they would have spent $125,000 on this beautiful motorhome if they thought they was going to trade it in. But that's what happened. One person's loss can be another person's gain. That's a $2,000 toilet right there. Now, something to keep in mind, this isn't going to be everybody's motorhome. The question is, if you spend $125,000 on a Tiffin, a 2005, that are typically selling, these lights are even upgraded, for $60,000 or $70,000, can you add $125,000 to the price tag? The answer is no. So finding the person that's going to really appreciate the value of this motorhome, this would be a perfect last motorhome for somebody. You know, if you wanted to go buy one of these for 60 or 70K and spend 125,000 on it, maybe you do something a little bit different. Have at it. This would be one heck of a deal for somebody, though, at the price. Now, these seats have been reupholstered. Somebody really liked this interior. We have had a couple customers say that they didn't like that. So what I've been telling people is, if you wanted us to reupholster to match this here, we can get the exact color, and we will do that at no additional charge. The reason we haven't done that is we have a lot of customers that love this right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cameras have been upgraded on this as well. Let's see if we can pull all these drawers in. What do you think? Now that looks a little less cluttered. This is a beautiful motorhome. Having an opportunity to own a Tiffin Allegro bus in this kind of condition at this price. This is a pre-def Cummins engine, so you don't have to worry about diesel exhaust fluid. Now, I'm not saying this thing is 100% perfect. There's always something else you could do, even on a brand new motorhome. You're gonna find little imperfections. I left this open for two reasons. Somebody used black washers on the screws for the engine access point right here. That's not a bad spot in the carpet, so that would have probably had a color that matched the carpet on the screws and washers. This also, there's a handle right there that my little girl broke. Notice the blinds on this thing has the aftermarket day and night shades that you pull down. That's been one of the upgrades. We took this on a trip to Florida. We've actually taken a couple trips in this. I've got a new bus, and I'm always doing things to it. And if I've got parts ordered on it or something, I've jumped in this thing twice. This one has a little bit of nostalgic history. Kid Rock and the lead singer for Nickelback used this as a lounge a couple of times on their shows. So we actually have a picture of Kid Rock, Lee Greenwood, and Travis Tritt standing right here with their thumbs up. I'll add to the pictures. But so some of the things, this customer realized that the Tiffin, the Allegro bus, and the Phaeton, anything older than a 2012, they had a issue with the belly on them. They put a lot of support, or they put a really heavy piece of wood underneath to support the tanks and such, but they had an inferior design to where, unfortunately, the big piece of wood was only supported the last 2 inches, so it's just kind of an engineering mistake that they made. So a lot of these, they find the tanks would fall out from under them just out of the blue, especially if water leaked back in there or something. So he had all of the tanks removed out of this and all of that re-engineered and re-supported and replaced with aluminum covered 3/4 inch plywood. But so you'll never have to worry about that happening. He had heard that sometimes people have problems with the aqua hots on these. So he took this up to northern Arkansas and had the aqua hot completely removed from it and all of the guts replaced with brand new. That was a $10,000 ticket by itself, which we have receipts for. The HWH automatic hydraulic leveling system is the best leveling system you can buy for your money. This has had some gauges replaced and stuff up here. I think this right here is new. It's had, like I said, new cameras, new stereo. Again, there's too many things to list right now, but I will get the list for you and a link to the website, which is qualitywheels.com. This backsplash right here is new. Now, I think this tile is probably factory. I don't think it's been replaced. But the luxury vinyl tile back here, and notice all the carpet on the bed, around the bed, was all professionally done. On the slides, they did a really great job. We're actually going to cover this with a leather material right here, because this is just too nice of a motorhome to leave that like that. Also, this here needs to be glued back on there properly on that door. That's one of the imperfections that we'd found. So like I said, there's always something you can do to these motorhomes. But man, to find a motorhome like this that you could use for the next 10 or 20 years that's already had this kind of money, serious money spent on it, I can't wait to show you the outside. You think there's a lot of storage in here? Wait till we see outside. Let's go out there right now. The outside of this motorhome is really special. I mean, it just screams luxury home on wheels. We got the 7.5 kW Onan generator. If you ran that thing 24 hours a day, that's a 20,000 hour generator. You could run it for 3 years. We do need to polish these headlights. They are starting to change a little bit on us. This is an access panel that also gives you an air access right here. So if you wanted to air up your tires, add air to your tires going down the road, or air up an inflatable, your brand new Michelin tires on Alcoa wheels. If you notice this cargo door, this is where the cargo door is supposed to stop. So when the previous owner put new hydraulic shocks on the doors, he purposely bought extended shocks back here so he could have more access and easy to get in and out without bumping his head and having to lean over so far. However, that gives you also the jeopardy of the slide coming out and messing up the new paint. So he was in the process of putting cables on here as stops to where you could remove them if you wanted to bring them up and then put them back on when you close the door. One thing this does need, we've been experimenting with LED lights, and I just found some really nice light bars. They're like 12-inch light bars that I'm putting on my Newell right now as we speak. You can push button, turn them on and off, and man, they light up the area. I've had them on 24 hours a day, just kind of testing them out. This has the full pass-through basement storage. This is your dirt devil for your vacuum system inside. So you can have a full household vacuum system. If you notice, you've got a pull-through that will pull through on either side on the pass-through storage, where you can pull your tray through on either side. This is going to be the Hydro Hot I was telling you about. So that's got a 50,000 BTU diesel burner in it, but it also has electric heat, and it also has the option to use the waste heat off of the motor. So you can have unlimited hot water to heat the coach and take a shower. It's got an upgraded pump. If you notice, it's got a reel on the hose, so you just push a button and pull that hose back in. It's also got an upgraded filter system right there. You can turn your pump on and off back here as well. I've been looking for some LEDs to replace these because, man, this beautiful coach, it deserves to look like new. And every time I find something that doesn't look like brand new, it just makes me want to replace it. Now, really long cord right here, but you don't have to reel it up. You just push a button and it reels itself up. It's got a upgraded transfer switch right here that also has a surge protector built into it. The paint on this, you typically have checking on a 2005. Now he did go back with the factory paint scheme. He just changed the colors up a little bit to a little bit more modern colors. Here's your tow hitch. It does have the mud flap down here has been hit a few times. It's got some imperfections in it. Rear access to your motor, so you don't have to climb under the bed. That's really nice. It's not real common on the Freightliners. With this being a Freightliner chassis too, talk about access, you can find a Freightliner dealership anywhere in America. Has a Xantrex inverter on it, so you can run everything in here off of battery power with the exception of the air conditioner and the new washer and dryer. Batteries have been replaced recently. Now, this awning is automatic here. However, the window shade awnings are the factory ones. The material's in great shape. You basically just pull that loop down to here. It's kind of old school, but he said he just never used them, so he didn't want to upgrade that. This here is going to be storage on the back side. It also the Aqua Hot, so it gives you access for repairs. If you notice all these hoses that are new and been replaced, all of that, again, I've got the receipt on that where he spent $10,000 having that completely redone. This is going to be the other side of our pass-through storage. We got one more storage compartment here. You can definitely tell we use this thing. It looks like a few of the items from our last trip are still in there. This is kind of, this isn't a real expensive thing, but you can just tell this thing was his pride and joy. He even put step treads on his steps. Also, if you notice in here, he put LED lights for step lights going up. The luxury vinyl floor is on the walls along with your step cover. That step cover comes out so the passenger has a place to put their feet going down the road. Now, let's see how fast I can get these doors closed. What do you say? What do you think? That wasn't too bad, was it? Now you can see what this thing looks like going down the road. Everything tucked away like it's supposed to be in your luxury coach on wheels. I apologize that we've got this inside. I was really wanting to take it outside, but I had to move a bus and a truck, and I wasn't going to have time to do both. I love this paint scheme on this. Just a beautiful, beautiful coach. Beautiful, beautiful coach. We'll have some pictures on our website of it with it outside. Also on our last trip with our Jeep attached to it. This paint is just beautiful though. And again, like I said, this might not be the motorhome for you, but if you're looking for your last motorhome, one that you could be still enjoying with your family 20 years from now, it's already had a ton of upgrades. It doesn't have the diesel exhaust fluid with all the EPA emissions that give so many people problems with their diesels. This might be the one for you. Don't wait too long because it might be gone. Don't hesitate to call or text anytime. Randy Elliott at Quality Wheels, 501-276-5500. You can see this coach at qualitywheels.com. Hopefully it doesn't say sold when you get there. But don't hesitate to call or text anytime. We appreciate you considering us here at Quality Wheels. And don't forget, if everybody knew how amazing it was to be a child of the Most High God, they would be one.